Hey, how's it going? Oh my god. Before you say anything, I don't like the hat that much right now either, but it beats my bangs, which are pinning me against a wall and actually banging me somehow. So yeah, you're getting the hat. Sorry, not sorry, but, how's it going? I am really excited to make this video today because it's so clearly the night. Really hoping the other one of me, the alter ego, the stupid bitch, whatever you want to call her. Okay, actually no, you can't call me the stupid bitch. Don't listen to what she has to say. Also, hey, apologies for the horrible lighting in that video. I'm always having to clean up her mess, what can I say? Also, the reason I'm dressed like it's summer outside is because it feels like it's summer outside, which is really throwing me off because it's supposed to be like Christmas. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. Bottom line is, I'm sorry about the horrendous quality and the focus, and I just need to stop filming these at night. And also, it's almost like the sun is setting right now, and so I had to hurry and rush to film this, so you're welcome. Yep, wave, blow a kiss. I know, like you do, you're a little ham, you're a little camera hog, whatever the fuck it's called, I guess ham. Christmas ham. Me as fuck. And yes, I did just look up Christmas ham. But, of course she's joining us as well. And might I say, the lighting is so much better and your bangs look so good. Now that we've established that I do look like Tiny Tim, I feel like every time I wear this hat I make that joke, so I'm gonna fuck off now. But, how are you? Oh my god. Hopefully good. I just got back from Norway. I know, very random, except for my best friend is Norwegian, so that's pretty cool. I live a very beautifully amazing life. So, basically in the last video, I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about. All I remember is that we were wearing a Robin Hood hat. Oh, you mean this thing? I've had it for like ages. Stupid. Thank you for that. But also I'm drinking out of my All Mama Wants is a Silent Night, and it's really hard to have a silent night because my mom is having her annual friend Christmas party, which is just an excuse for all of them to get drunk. So, sorry to expose you like that, Mom, but if you hear cackling upstairs, it's not the Wicked Witch of the West, it's my mother, so, which is like the same thing. Girl, shut up. Don't act like you're not a mommy's girl. No, I know, our mom is so great, like, we can't even bitch, but, it was just supposed to be a joke. Back off. So some things I wanted to talk about today. First and foremost, I had a comment in my last video that basically, number one said, stop interrupting yourself so much, so knock that shit off. Blow me. It's your fault. Okay, whatever. But the second part of it was like talking about addressing things that I do to kind of keep my anxiety in check and to try to keep my stability like just always there in life, because you're so much better as a person when you can maintain a certain level of stability and calmness throughout yourself, and you obviously are able to think better, and yeah, I don't know, everything is just a lot better and life flows a lot better when you're relaxed. Obviously, like, we are so good at like blocking ourselves in this life, and we like to sit, and this is like a side little tangent, whatever. We like to sit and blame other people for that, and in reality, it's our fault. We are the ones that do it to ourselves, and sorry that's a tough pill to swallow, but like, you are the one that is in control of your own life. Yes, external things happen. Obviously, that's life, like external validation, and it's a good thing we can see that ambiance. Stop with the ambiance, they know. I turn it on every time. I know you can't see it. Eat shit. But external things are always going to happen. It's just kind of how you choose to adapt and respond and learn and grow is kind of what makes or breaks your experience, I guess. And you need to be able to be in a state of relaxation so you can handle the things that life throws at you. Otherwise, it's going to suck fucking ass. Take it from me, okay? Anyway, I feel like I don't need to mansplain this to you. Like, you know all of these things. I hate the hat. Like I do. Honey, put it back on. I don't know, whatever, we're just gonna have to go with it. The hat's, it's just not working out today. And you know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna roll with it. Just roll with the punches, I guess. But, yeah, I don't need to mansplain anxiety to you. You probably feel it too. Like, it's the human condition. Whatever. But here are some things that I do that help me out because, again, it's very important that you are able to stay. Oh, first of all, let me just say, it's really fucking hard to be a human right now in this day and age because there is so much noise constantly that we have to face and deal with. Like, we are being bought and sold every 5 seconds with the amount of ads that we see just all over everything, whether it's billboards, whether it's like, you know, on our YouTube videos or whatever, or just on social media. Like, people are just throwing shit and throwing noise in your face constantly. Baby, you gotta be better than that. You gotta be able to realize that you don't need anything. There's nothing that's outside of you that you can't access that's already within you. I don't know if that made sense, but, and this all comes back to anxiety, but this is also not even what I'm talking about today. This is just kind of like a quick thing because I did say that I would make a video talking about some things that I've been like learning about anxiety. Side note, this is actually in fact all we talk about this video because I don't know how to shut the fuck up. Also, anxiety is just, like I said, I think I said this in a different video. It attaches itself to other things in your life. So it's not really managing, I guess it's like, you have to manage it at some point because it's just going to continue to manifest itself into other things. Okay, hey, I'm gonna step in because she explained it like shit. Basically, what I was saying is your anxiety is a byproduct of everything that has happened to you throughout your life, especially things that occurred in childhood. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. And your brain is in fight or flight constantly because it's in a state of fear, but it's doing its best to try to protect you from pain and hurt. So therefore, it will attach itself to every single part of your life, whether that be school, relationships, work, literally anything, it will attach itself to because it doesn't want you to feel pain or hurt, I guess. That's the reason. It's there to keep you safe based on your past experiences or things that have happened to you in the past that might have hurt you. That's what it's there for. It's not your brain trying to be like a dick. It's your brain trying to help. However, it will control you if you don't learn to control it. So you gotta learn to make that anxiety your bitch. Anyways, back to her now. But don't beat yourself up over it either because, baby, how could you not be anxious and neurotic in this day and age? Like, again, first of all, look at the people that raised you. They're probably fine and lovely in a lot of ways, but they're probably really fucked up in a lot of ways too, which fucked you up in a lot of ways. And then, of course, you add social media and you add all this other bullshit. Like, it is so hard to be a human with all this noise. And like I said, you're constantly being bought and sold things, and you're constantly, like, people are throwing shit in your face, and it's just so fucking intense. How can you not be anxious? How can you not be confused all the time? Like, of course. Of course you are. So you gotta give yourself grace and give yourself slack. All of that being said, like I said earlier, you need to realize that you do not need anything outside of you to be okay and to be at peace and to feel good in this life. You don't. Like, I know it's a cliche, but like, you need to realize that you are hot shit. And that I saw a video of this one guy. I don't remember his name because I don't want to take the quote because it's not mine. Oh my god, he's some spiritual guru dude. Just tell them, please. Okay, yes, he's called Neuro Knowledge. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm gonna put this stupid iMovie text on the screen. And yes, I fucking hate iMovie text. Thank you. But he said something along the lines of, if you don't realize that you are the shiniest object in the universe, you are gonna spend your whole life trying to find it. And holy shit, that hit deep. So all of that being said, realizing that it's okay that you have anxiety, it's normal in fact, and mental illness in it, mental health issues, all of these things, like, It's okay. I think that we also spend a lot of our time beating ourselves up for like how we are as individuals, which is so funny because of course you are the way that you are. Because given your specific set of circumstances and being alive in this time period, of course you are the way that you are. That's okay. You have to recognize like that is okay. But also recognize like, first of all, it speaks volumes to me that you even want to make a change at all. You know, that's a really good start. And like wanting to implement change and realizing like I don't have to live like this. It doesn't matter the circumstances I've been given. It doesn't matter the way I grew up. My past doesn't matter. I have the ability to change right now. And I want to. And like one of those things, like one of the keys to changing is getting your fucking anxiety under control. So you need to be able to feel at peace within yourself as you are right now. And it's really fucking hard. And that, trust me, I struggle with this too because I'm very harsh on myself and my body and all the things, whatever the fuck, I'm working through it. But you need to bring yourself back to planet goddamn Earth. That is my advice to people that have anxiety. Because the second you let this fucker, your brain, run rampant, it is going to run. And it is not going to stop. And it is not going to stop presenting you with every single horrible fucking outcome that could be happening in your life right now. And you need to change your mindset and realize that no matter what, you will be okay. And you need to be able to develop that confidence in yourself and that relaxation in yourself. And like I said, ground yourself and bring yourself back to planet Earth. A really, really good thing to do is breath work. You can look it up or you can just focus on your breathing. I know a lot of people are going to fight me on this and be like, well, yeah. No. It is scientifically proven that you need to be able to focus on your breathing because what does breathing do? And I don't just mean like, I mean really sitting down and taking like 5 to 10 minutes and breathing and bringing your heart rate down and bringing everything else down and remembering that it's okay, like you're fine, you're back. It's like everything that you're thinking is probably not going to happen. Why are we focusing on outcomes that we don't want to happen anyways? Actually, I know why. It's because your brain wants to keep you safe. But, you know, you need to be able to do that. And breath work is really, really good to do that. Meditation. Again, I'm going to tell you all of the cliche things. The things that change consciousness as well. Like, if you are in a state of really, like, you're triggered by something, you need to make sure that you teach your brain that you are safe. And that the thing that is triggering you is not happening at this very moment in time. It might have happened in the past, you might think it's going to happen in the future, but in this moment in time, it's not fucking happening. Your brain doesn't know that. That's why you gotta teach it. You gotta be gentle with her. She doesn't know any better. She's just trying to help. Anyway, so breathwork and meditation are going to be your best friends to change that consciousness, baby, and to really ground yourself. And again, get that shit out. Do not let it manifest up there. You might feel crazy, but get out a piece of paper and scribble down why you're anxious. Because maybe you can look at it, read it back, and have a laugh and be like, oh, that's silly. I don't need to be anxious about that. Or maybe you can be like, you know what? No, this is a very valid thing to be worrying about. But also, it's going to be fine no matter what. And now that it's written down, I can kind of, bring myself back to the present and figure out some solutions to this instead of just being so anxious about it. So anxious that I'm paralyzed in fear. I can't even do anything. Writing it down helps. If you don't want to write it down, maybe your handwriting sucks. I don't know. Maybe you don't have paper accessible. Pretend you're in a fucking loony bin, crazy pants, crazy place, and talk to yourself. Fucking talk to yourself. Talk yourself through it. If no one's there to listen, you don't talk to yourself. Because at least it's not in you anymore. At least you're getting it out. Like, you know what? I'm really, really, really anxious that, this is just an example, that this person isn't texting me back because I really, really like them. I think they're hot and I want to fuck them. Why are they not texting me back? They probably hate me and want me dead. That's probably what it is. I know that's what it is. And I'm really anxious about that, and it's really ruining my day. And it's actually taking control over my whole life, if I'm being super honest. Wow, this is really specific. I'm now realizing. Girl, you did not just give the most specific answer known to mankind. You felt that, huh? I'm exposing myself. This is not how I am anymore, but it used to be really how I was. Oopsies. Anyways, sometimes it is still is, I won't lie, but yeah. And then, just saying that out loud, you're like, oh my god, crazy pants. Really? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go do something else and like relax our mind and take our mind off things. Reading is also a good thing that changes consciousness and kind of like brings you back to the present moment and kind of like makes you, I don't know, just focus on something that's not this fucking crazy life for a second. Also, be very careful. I say watch videos. Like, honestly, do that. Watch YouTube videos. Watch someone that makes you happy. Watch a movie that brings you comfort and joy. But be very selective about what the fuck you're consuming, because anyone can just get online and spew the most crazy bullshit that is so unhelpful and actually really harmful. And I'm not saying they do it like with ill intent or to be malicious. They're just like fucking idiots. So just be careful, okay? I ask you, please. Another thing that's really good for changing your consciousness is music. Again, obviously, like, it can put you in a certain mood, like, depending on the song that you listen to, because it just, like, yeah, it changes to your brain in that moment of time. And, like, a lot of the time we need that. And yeah, these are all things, like, and just movement of any sort. I'm not saying you have to go have a fucking 3-hour crazy cardio sesh or like lifting sesh, whatever. I don't know. But body movement really does help because it brings you back to your body. Huh? Who would have guessed, right? And so, and even if it's just like simply getting out of bed and stretching for 5 minutes, stretch those muscles. They want to be stretched. I'm gonna stretch mine right now, actually. I think I pulled something in my fucking quad, and I don't know how. Anyway, but like, I don't, like, just feel into yourself for a second. And be nice to yourself while you're doing it. Because I think that, like, this is what I used to do anyway. All of the things that I would do would be purely because I didn't like myself, and I didn't approve of myself, and I didn't think I was good enough. And so I would do all of these things, and then they started to feel like obligations almost, because it was like I was doing everything for the wrong reasons. Like, I was working out for the wrong reasons, and I was, yeah, I don't know, I was forcing myself to do all of these hobbies and all these things, and like, I didn't even like them that much, but I was doing it because I didn't like myself. But now I have a mindset change. It's like I'm doing all of these things for myself, to improve myself, to feel good in myself and feel good in this life, because that's what we're all chasing at the end of the day. What the fuck is going on? Sorry, y'all. Like, there's something seriously wrong and pulled in my thigh, or I mean my quad, but yeah. So basically that's my advice for anxiety. Well, we're not gonna have much time to talk about much else. I'm not realizing this is 17 minutes long, but yeah, my biggest thing is that you are so much more than your anxiety, and you are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for. And you weren't put here to absolutely crumble every single time something goes slightly wrong. Because that is just, again, like, I'll say it, it's cliche, but that's life. Like, and also another thing that kind of has helped me is stop labeling things as right or wrong, good or bad. Everything kind of just is. We are the thing, like, we assign labels to things, and we assign how much power we give things. So kind of just like remaining neutral all the time and just addressing, like, why am I putting this on such a pedestal? Why is this so important to me? Why is this absolutely fucking with me mentally right now? Why am I assigning it this meaning in my life, you know? And really just getting, like, clear and conscious, I guess. I don't know. That's all I got for that. But yeah, just relax into yourself, and you'll be able to think so much more clearly, and it'll just be a lot better for you. And take that time. I don't care how busy your day is. I don't care how busy life gets. I know it does. But you've got to be able to make that time to regulate your nervous system and, like, balance yourself out. Anyway, so there's that. Now for just a little something extra. Dang it, there's so much I want to talk to you guys about, but, okay. I guess I'm gonna choose this topic. I just did like a little random, like I looked through my notes app, but, I just wanted to talk about, just because it's fresh on my mind, I just had a very, very, very beautiful experience in my life, and it's not the fact that this camera's not focusing, I'll tell you that, but, I got the privilege of obviously going to Norway. And that actually correlates, actually caused me a lot of anxiety. The traveling part of it, because I was traveling by myself to a new country, I was scared and I was nervous. And it caused me a lot of anxiety to the point where I was just like, oh my God, maybe I just won't go. Womp womp. But, I think that we get so caught up in our own minds and so caught up in other people's minds and other people's bullshit and like the shitstorm that is 2024. We get so caught up in that. Rightfully so. I get it. We're human. It happens. But we forget to be so completely submerged in the moment. And that is like the worst thing that we can do. I think, in my opinion, to not be completely obsessed with the moment in front of us, because if you're not, you're pretty much just like throwing away your whole existence. Like, you are allowed to feel shit from the past and be nostalgic, and you know, your past is what makes you who you are, and you're allowed to dream about the future too. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, if you spend all your time worrying about time that isn't here yet and time that's gone, you're throwing away the time that you have now. And there's value in every single moment. And again, I know that's cliche, and I know people are going to fight me on that, and they're going to be like, oh, what about all the bad shit? All the bad shit that happens to you is supposed to teach you something, motherfucker. So stop labeling it as bad, okay? It's not. It's not. But what is bad is your goddamn focus and lighting, babes. Those dark periods in your life, however horribly, okay. I wonder if I could speak, like, English, maybe. It is my, like, maternal language, so maybe I could try that. But even if the pain is so horrible during that time, it doesn't make it bad. It is teaching you something, and that's where growth comes. Anyway, another topic. But basically, to be submerged in the moment is what it means to live. And we forget that a lot. And again, especially, it's hard in this day and age, because, fuck's sake. Look at what we're working with. All the dumb, the influencers that just go around spewing shit, and like people never ever show the bad that goes on in their life, and it's so, oh Lord, and everyone's so insecure and uncomfortable in themselves, and then they go and project that onto other people, and then more insecurities start forming, and it's like, we're all insecure to like breathe at this point. We're all insecure about being a human, and it's stupid. Anyway, that's another topic, but so how this relates is that we're so petrified and anxious all the time, like, again, that we forget what it means to live. And now I'm starting to make a mindset shift that, like, the most important parts of life to me as a person are the connections that I form with other people, not online, in real life, the genuine, real, raw human connections, and experiences. Good, bad, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter, experiences. And human connection. That is what makes a life worth living, are those two things. And we are lacking those two things a lot now. Well, I guess, I don't know, we do have experiences, but I don't know, we get so wrapped up in, like, at least I do. I guess I say we, but I'm gonna speak for myself. So wrapped up in, like, the shiny objects and all of my wants and needs and whatever the fuck. And again, I'm not saying they're not valid, like, of course, I have desires, I'm human, but all these shiny things that I just think will make me happy, but it's funny because no matter how much, like, I daydream and all of the things, and, like, we all want money and fame and all those things, and, like, yeah, all that would be nice, but I just keep proving to myself over and over and over again that the things that actually do make me genuinely happy, no bullshit, are human connections and experiences and being in the moment. Not in my own head, but in the moment. And taking it all as it comes to me. And it's really hard, and like anxiety really fucks that up a lot of the time, and it sucks. It sucks. But it's all a work in progress, and yeah. So that's what I got, and having a connection within yourself too, because again, I want to be really cliche here. The world doesn't want you to trust yourself and trust your internal guide. It wants you to be insecure, and it wants you to feel like shit about yourself, so you go buy all the stuff that it shows you all the time. Like, that's how the world works. Don't fall for it. Don't you fall for it, baby. You're already hot shit. You don't need nothing else. It's in ya. Just step into it. So, that's my advice for you there. We're 25 minutes in. I think I'm gonna cut it here. This is not how I expected. I just spilled tea all over me like a dipshit. This is not how I expected this video to go, if I'm being super honest. I thought we were going to talk about some other things, but I think it is really important to talk about anxiety and addressing it, and it's such a prominent thing in our society right now, and it sucks, but that's why we got to learn to address it and talk about it and work through it. So, yeah, don't let it ruin your life. Because I let it ruin mine for a long time. I say a long time like I'm 54. Jesus. I need to get off my fucking high horse. But yeah. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you, I don't know if I will actually. I think this might come out before Christmas, then I'll see you after Christmas. Yes, so. Merry Christmas. Or just happy holidays actually in general. Maybe you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay. Obviously. You're wonderful just the way you are. And, yeah, I know this time of year, like I said, kind of in my last video, can be very challenging for a lot of people, and I know that it is a very bittersweet time of year, but I hope the sweetness outweighs the bitterness, because there's so much beauty that exists during this time of year, and pain too. Beauty and pain and love, and funny enough, all of those things can't exist without the other, but I really do hope that it's a good experience for you this year, and that you're doing well and taking care of yourself and just doing your best. That's all anyone can ever ask for. And give yourself grace. And I love you, and thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. You're super fucking sexy or whatever, and I'm kind of in love with you. There, I said it, but yeah. Happy holidays, my love, and see you soon. Okay, XOXO. Okay, beautiful bitches. Merry fucking Christmas. You're sexy. I love you. You're doing great. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for you. Love you.